Whoa. Orca, if you're around, I need you to respond. Orca, if you're alive, I need you to respond. I need to know why the fuck you were just in the stream, just in the chat fishing before I even actually started streaming. And like right as I was finishing, watching the video I was watching and being like, okay, maybe I'll start like a
The
quickie
first
stream.
maps
I
actually
need to
came from
know. I need to
stories,
know what was
you
going
know,
on
about
there.
hidden streams, huge glaciers, and endless water. And when the sun and moon no longer mark the passing of time.
Okay,
We
Nautica.
only
Okay,
have the
what are you yapping about? Event calendar. I already looked at this, right? Am I crazy? Oh, moldier. Moldy. Do I want to try and get moldy? Like, I want to... God, I don't like Regalata's character. I've made very little progress in the main story, which partially part of the reason I'm even streaming is so I can make a bit more progress in the story, because I have to catch up so I can be, like, in relevant content. I gotta...
Do you need help?
I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna have a stream just set up entirely towards fixing my goddamn island. Look at this. Look at this. This is terrible. There's no structure anywhere. There's no structure. What am I planning here? Why do I have water tiles here when I have water right here? Why do I have water tiles here when I have water right here? Wait, why is it like that? Why don't they just blend in better? I have just a rainbow mountain in the middle of nowhere. What a disaster. Oh, I gotta fix it. Oh, God. It just looks worse the more I look at it. Oh, God. Get me out of here. Do I gotta do dailies? I think I do. Really quick. Really quick. What is this? What is this? What reveries in the rain do I have to do? I thought it was caught up. Guys, don't play gacha games. Don't play gacha games. You're gonna... It's not worth it. I'm in a dark reality that I don't like anymore.
Would you care to lie down?
Decode
Target
complete.
confirmed.
Speaking of dark realities, I don't want to be in anymore. I'm pretty sure Tacoma has shit on her.
Come back. I need your feedback on
Like
our session.
close to the entrance of her vagina. I don't know how else to put it. I'm pretty sure because I noticed a black spot. It's like, what's that? And I asked my mom, like, hey, can you help me just like try and clean this off, whatever it is? And she's like, it's not coming off. It's like, what do you mean it's not coming off? It's like, maybe it's scar tissue. It's like, what do you mean maybe it's scar tissue? Why is it black? It's like, you know, maybe the cats were too rough with her when she was going outside to have sex. Like, don't ever say that to me ever again. But what do you mean? What I want to waste it on. 27, 36. This is one I need a lot of, but this is the one that I'm like constantly casually out of. Hello, Jack. Happy belated birthday. I'm sorry I missed your birthday stream like entirely, but I legitimately I kid you not, I got home. I was like, I'll try and go to sleep right now so that I can wake up in time for Jack's stream. I went to sleep. I woke up like around 2 p.m. my time, so like an hour before you were gonna start stream. And then I just like before I know it, I went back to sleep. I woke up and it was 2 in the morning. So I slept for 15 hours on your birthday day, and then that following, like that day that I woke up, I just stayed up for 28 hours. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I didn't even get a full night's sleep when I did actually go to sleep. I only slept for like 5 hours or something. So I should be exhausted, like all things considered. I should be fucking wiped. I don't know why I'm awake.
Just because you're silent doesn't mean everything else is. If you lie down flat among the grass.
Okay, is this Nautica? Oh no, not Moldier. Moldy. What does that mean? Isn't that how rolls usually work? I'm always guaranteed a 5-star, aren't I? You stayed awake for 3 days once? Why? I felt miserable just being awake for the 28 hours. Hold on, I have something right there. What do I have in my teeth? I don't know what that is. Well, how was birthday stream? How was Left 4 Dead stream? Where's the magnifying glass? I wanna look at. Okay, what do you do? Repose. What is repose? For every moxie consumed by the team, Moldier gives 1 second readiness for 3 rounds. If at no less than 10 seconds of readiness, Moldier gains assertiveness for 1 round. Where does this connect? Cannot gain moxie. Oh, that's good. All the allies gain tactical coordination. Okay. If at no less, all allies gain armament enchantment. We all sucked at the game. Listen. Maybe you can blame the game. There are a lot of areas in Left 4 Dead 2 that they nerfed. That they were actively nerfing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were actively changing some spots in Left 4 Dead 2. Cause No Mercy, I think that's the hospital map. No Mercy is one of my favorite maps. And back in ye old days, I was playing that game a lot with my friends, and we were like working up to the point where we could do expert realism. One of the strats we had when we first started playing that was that there at the finale of No Mercy, I believe it's only 1 closet, but there was at least 1 closet in the finale event. And if you've ever like tried to scale up into the harder difficulty, closets are fucking broken. Closets are insane. Like, unironically. If you guys can coordinate, closets are one of the best defensive areas in any spot on Left 4 Dead 2. They removed that closet at some point. That closet no longer exists at No Mercy. I think because because people specifically were like, yes, this closet is how we clear. For 2 rounds after... Okay, so she is all about getting ultimate charge. Passion Drake! Okay. Holy shit, you have continuous action? What is your portraits? Oh, is it because you're not as universal as Flutter Pages? I want Moldier specifically because I want Recoleta, but I don't like Recoleta. I think Recoleta needs to get decked. This whole chapter in general, I am hating this chapter so far. Who did you stream with? I know it was Ozzy and then Alma, wasn't it? I don't think I was familiar with the fourth person you played with. All right, that's enough. Because what were they talking about in between what I was playing and what I streamed? I think they were talking about visceral realism, something like that. Hang on, let me Google that right now. Knowing this game is completely actual thing. Yep, there it is. Visceral realism. is primarily a fictional literary movement in the novel The Savage Detectives by Robert Bolaño, which is based on the real-life infrarealist movement he helped fund. The term describes a group of rebellious young Latin American poets. Okay, yeah, so it's just Latin American poet stuff. I've not heard of Mango. Versatile realism 15 years ago. Oh, fuck. I knew if I looked up this term, I would go down the rabbit hole of, like, terms that would make me want to punch people. Torrid? Who's Torrid? I slightly remember Torrid. Slightly. I only see them from time to time whenever I manage to catch Friendle stream. Oh god. Okay, so here's the top comment. Is visceral realism a modern literary movement? Robert Bolaño's hugely successful work, The Savage Detectives, translated into English in 2017, describes the visceral realists of Mexico City in the 1970s. But where is their literary work to define the movement? The immediate reply: ugh, you are prima facie evidence that blog spasm is a genealogically derived from human feces. Over the course of many generations, it first began to emerge upward through the mouth, later was set into writing, and now clogs the tubes that are the internet. Bolaño is making a joke. The fact that there is no remnant work from Bolaño and Lima is A, because Bolaño is mocking literary movements, Latin America ones especially, and B, because though douchebags like you might confuse salvages with autobiography or memoir, it is nevertheless a novel of fiction. Kindly kill yourself. Holy shit. I did not parse that comment before I read it. Holy shit. Oh god, okay. Okay, that's that's enough. The transformation of quantity into quality is the greatest realization of the method of exhaustion. December 1st, number 704, 733. Each person is uniformly allocated one dose chlorpromazine and one dose of thalidomide. Each person is uniformly to increased dosages. And yeah, it turns out that the way the jail runs itself is that the convicts, well, there are two camps. One of those camps is kind of dead in the water right now, but there are two camps, and the way they like govern themselves, which the jailer is happy about, she endorses this system, is they roll a die. They roll a 20-sided die that just kind of dictates what they do and how many drugs they get. This thing dictates how well off they are gonna be. So one guy, he rolls high and he's like, all right, now I'm going to be on the council for literary discussion. Also, I get like 40 of this drug. And the other guy rolled a 1 and he's like, I'm going to clean the sewers and I get no drugs. And we're all here for psychiatric help. We're all mentally
Few soldiers
in peril.
appreciate the idea of taking orders from an accursed die. A skilled commander would never rely on luck to make decisions.
Ender's Game.
On the battlefield, the distance for every maneuver should be clear and precise, not two numbers with a D in the middle, unless you're looking to invite a mutiny. That said, if a die with such power were placed in a soldier's hand...
Oh, is Torrid an agent of Chaos, Jack? Is that why I should be happy they couldn't join?
I'm pretty sure they'd roll it and let it decide their destiny. Exactly. There's no good luck without bad luck. Just as a coin must have two sides. Luck essentially defines one's entire life.
What do you mean? The Orca redeemed fish. What do you mean you weren't fishing? Orca?
And whether it's make or break, life or
Because
death, the die will keep
I
on
have
moving.
had up OBS for almost 7 hours, and like there was nothing going on previously.
Of course, dice aren't the only tools used to play with fate. Coins, lotteries, even shells on the beach can all serve the same purpose.
No, you know who's losing it? Tacoma's losing
Thanks
her
to the
pooping
randomness of
privileges.
fate, a Babylonian may rise to be a proconsul one day and fall into slavery the next. Well, that's where historians come in. With a little creative editing of the history books,
Oh
even
yeah,
the
Lurkbait
random
is
rolls
considered
of
a
the die
game.
can suddenly make
Okay,
sense.
okay, you're fine.
What were once avoidable tragedies are rebranded as reasonable incidents.
Well, it was
Or
working
even
on my
desirable
end because I
outcomes.
had the app open, and I could see what you rolled. Actually, what did you roll? I don't think there's a history. Not that I know of. Wait, who's caught it? Who's caught in the most the biggest of what? Okay, Ozzy caught the biggest drywall. And you've caught the biggest almost everything else. At least the roll of a die is impartial.
You're starting to sound like a gambler.
Listen,
But
I
even
like big
gamblers,
gambles.
after hitting a hot streak or a losing spell, start to convince themselves that they've figured out the grand
But how are you doing,
pattern
Orca?
behind
Oh my god, they
ancient
added the
chance.
hats.
It isn't just gamblers either. Witches tried to influence fate through rituals and charms. Ancient mathematicians calculated probabilities on paper. Some even wrote books on game theory.
The game theory? Are they map hat?
Meanwhile,
Got it.
others suspected there were cheaters among them. I just hope these high rollers unite to confront the demon who holds the laws of the universe. The past, present, and future in its claws. Haven't I always? It's just that today, the die rolled a peculiar number.
The son of a bitch.
But all things considered, the die is cast. But regard...
Soothsayer World Maker. The goddess delights in toying with the piety of her believers. Oh, also in the story, Recoleta was like, hey, the things that are happening in this prison are kind of very so closely related to the things that have been happening in my book I've been writing. So the fact that there's a die that's kind of like deciding a lot of things is like a very big ooh thing for her. Okay, who might remember, Orca? If it's someone I don't like, I will put in the random generator. Teto? That's the brother, isn't it? No, it's okay. Okay. No, I'm okay with this. I actually like her. What's the name of her brother then? Is it just Ted? On the stage, Octavia remains a picture of serenity as she orchestrates the Congress.
Miss Recoleta, as a witness to the Congress, you have the right to express your doubts calmly.
Listen, you...
I know I'm thinking of someone else now. I know she has like a male... I don't know if it's supposed to be a gender bend or a brother. name is Ted. Fucking white ass name. She recalls the complaints of her two former companions, the jailer's dismissals, and the confused expressions of every editor she has ever faced. Yeah, it is Ted. Stop trying to gaslight me. Who was? I know that there was a new towel. That their whole gimmick was that they could do male and female songs. I don't know if it was because it was like they were supposed to be a hermaphrodite or something. What do I keep getting in my mouth? Goddamn. I don't remember their name though. All I remember is that they had like a baddie design. Tell male, female singer. Roku Yukone. Yeah, like a Vocaloid. Wait, do you not know about what Utals and Vocaloids are? As in like the difference? Ruko became the third fake Vocaloid developed by Krypton and the two Chan boys, the reference being that Migurini Lucana's Krypton featured. Sure, They're classified as dere, or romantic person who likes to be petted like a cat, but getting on their bad side earns one a barrage of insults. They are intersex, described as 90% male, 10% female. Their unusual height is a possible not a Japanese proverb that says, which means that a child who sleeps a lot grows up great. Alternatively, fans speculate that their height is due to having mixed American heritage, as average American girls are not. Average Japanese girls are not known for this kind of height. They're said to have a gambling habit. Wait, how tall are they? What is 197 centimeters to feet? No. 6'4"? They're 6'4"? Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm down bad for them then. I'm down bad. No. No. If she were to lay out every detail of her novel here and now, she would only get the same responses.
No, it's nothing. It's just that I'd like to participate in the dice rolling ceremony. May I?
Like I'm looking at the profile and they're 6'4", fucking 6'4". Oh God. If you do it, I'll just make them junk again. I will do that. Let's see. Okay, so they're intersex. I feel like that's not a recent thing. No, actually no, this is yeah, okay. No, this is still accurate. Let's see. Pronouns up to interpretation. Gender unknown up to interpretation, according to the team Longseeker. Measure D cup, normal size hips. 197 centimeters. Weight undisclosed. Ethnicity Japanese. Introduced November 17, 2008. So they have a gambling habit. They have... Oh, damn. What is that outfit? Oh, damn. That is a new outfit. Is it? Yes, it is. And they grew their hair out. They hella grew their hair out. Anyways, I'm gonna stop teasing you with them.
Of course. The very fact that you're standing here in the Panopticon proves that you share a common fate with it.
You are not 6'4". Recoleta surveys the prisoners waiting to cast her die. Their expressions are serene, untroubled, calmly awaiting their fate. The joys and misfortunes of those before them do not affect the long winding queue in the slightest. She takes a deep breath.
It doesn't matter when I roll the die, since the rolls are simply a reflection of the randomness of fate, right?
Precisely.
Then I'd like to perform my role after the 27th inmate. Is that all right?
As you wish, Miss Recoleta.
What is the purpose of this fight? Am I fighting the inmates
I have all
to
the
beat them to the
essentials for
die?
writing poetry.
Oh,
You, me, and our opponent.
small game that examines your luck. Roll a die every round. Different numbers cause different effects.
Más allá del concepto
Sensing their thoughts.
I can't mass attack them.
Agreed.
nuestro aliado es la verdad.
Face the truth. Trust me, it won't hurt. I hope you like a splash of red. Our victory comes in a tide of blood. Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
This music's kind of upbeat. Wait, which is my new PNG? There we go. That's my new PNG. Holy shit! Just covered the whole thing. Oh god. Oh god. That's even bigger. I'll use this PNG for a little bit actually.
En todos los momentos.
Taking a peek inside.
Más allá del concepto mundano. A truly villainous moment.
Oh, I forgot the
Cosmología,
first part was AoE.
Filosofía clásica. El fundamento del mundo. El camino.
Enter the gate and see the light. Agreed.
En la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
Our blood will burn. Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes.
Hello, Molly. Are you sleeping well?
It seems fate favors you, Miss Recoleta. Here are your supplies.
Drugs.
Please be sure to follow the distribution rules of the Congress. This is an essential structure of Comala, and a belief shared by all its inmates. Honor it.
Just as I suspected. These supplies belong to me now, Octavia. I'm free to use them however I please.
Recoleta strides towards Eduardo, who has curled up in a distant corner, clutching his head as his body trembles in silence.
Here, Eduardo. Take them.
Yeah, this is the guy who was gonna clean the sewers.
But I haven't fulfilled my destiny yet. These precious tablets and capsules, I can't accept them. They are gifts from fate. The die has placed them in your palm.
But I don't need them. You do.
Thank you, kind senorita.
The prisoner's trembling stops. He blankly pinches his arm, as if trying to distinguish reality from dream. Then, all at once, he snatches the medication from her hands and shoves it into his mouth.
Eduardo, what's wrong? Are you taking the medicine right now?
Is this supposed to be her punishment for trying to change the fate destined by the die?
There's no need to rush. There's plenty of it. You can have it all.
So he's just gonna
Dios,
overdose?
Eduardo, how could you squander fate's gifts like this? Kind señorita, please, give me the medication. I need it more than anyone else.
No, I'm the one who needs the most. Give me the medication.
And then
I'm
they're gonna,
begging of you.
yeah, they're gonna be people who just addicted to taking these medications too. Yeah, I feel like people hated this chapter.
With the protection of these amulets, I might finally be able to get a peaceful night's sleep. No more trembling floors and wailing ghosts.
The prisoners shove and struggle, countless hands reaching towards a hapless rider, trying to snatch the small round pills of salvation.
Enough! Enough!
A blue glow spreads through the room, forcing the prisoners to cluster heads and fall down to their knees. The riot comes to an abrupt halt.
You shouldn't have done that, Miss Recoleta. Your ignorant generosity could shatter the very basis of our survival.
He steps towards Eduardo, now writhing in pain, and picks up a few stray capsules scattered at his feet. The pill dissolves into a stream of voided sand, vanishing as it pours through her fingers.
We have never had such chaos at the Congress. Understand this. We rely only on the randomness of fate to distribute supplies and assign responsibilities. If you disrupt the status quo, the entire system of the Panopticon will collapse beyond repair. It is only by respecting the arbitrariness of fate and adhering to the rules of the Die of Babylon that we have kept this place functioning all this time.
The Die of Babylon?
Okay, so text doesn't go weird when she says it.
Tell me, how did you know this name? Are you the one orchestrating this whole thing?
So the Idealist, which was the guy that was like wrapped up entirely in like manuscript and writing, he got shot. We don't know who the person who shot him was. And also for some reason, like the convicts are allowed to keep their weapons in this prison. Like that's a whole other thing entirely. Like, holy shit. But the Idealist has been shot and the body was not recovered. No one knows where the body went. We've met the physician, which is the person that has been like quote unquote healing the people, that the Idealist has claimed that whoever visits the physician never comes back. I don't know if they've already name dropped the physician, but there is a character named Aleph. I don't know if they're the same person or not. I don't know if they've shown that yet. I, as a player, know that that's the case, that the player and the physician are the same, because Aleph is a character you can recruit, and Aleph looks exactly like the physician. My immediate guess, because the Idealist also looks like Aleph, is that Aleph's arcane ability is to project his different... I feel like he has some form of schizophrenia or bipolar disorder or something along those lines, and his arcane ability lets him reflect that. Multiple personality disorder as well. Possibly multiple personality, now I'm thinking about it. Because when the Idealist got shot, the whole scenery changed. And my belief is that, like Me, Myself, and Irene, God, is that the movie I'm thinking of? Is that the one where like 3 different people are stalking the one woman? Okay, no. This okay, no, but this one's also weird. This movie is also weird. Let's be real. Let's be factual. This movie is weird. I showed my brother The Cable Guy a singular time. My brother is convinced that The Cable Man is a horror movie. Could I describe why he thinks that? No, but he is like fully convinced. Yeah, I saw the poster and I remember it now. I remember the ending where like his kids are like, yeah, we gave you, like, he got like chin surgery. And one of his kids is like, you can wipe your nose and your ass at the same time. I remember that specific line. That's like the only real thing I remember about that movie. his other personality. No, there's another scene. When I remember another scene, his personality like takes over for a bit, and he's pissed off at his neighbor for something. So he goes into his neighbor's yard and just starts taking a shit. And the very next panel, it shows to someone getting like chocolate soft serve ice cream. And it's like, God. Old movies have a sense of timing and scene transition that I don't think will ever be matched. In all honesty. Wait, so which is the movie where it has like 3 different guys talking the same woman? Recoleta, equally confused and furious, grabs the hostess's collar. Mamma Mia? No, I don't think it's that. Mamma Mia. Movie where 3 guys want to date the same woman. Something About Mary. I'm pretty sure. There we go. This is why I thought it was a creepy movie. It has Ben Stiller. I think Ben Stiller's just naturally a creepy guy. Sorry for any Ben Stiller fans. I that's just my opinion.
¿Podría ser? ¿Eres Aleph? Tal como sospechaba Verdun?
Let go of me, Mr. Coletta. Have you gone mad?
What? Yeah, Chucky's short too. What are you trying to say? I have to watch the show.
Random. I'm not orchestrating anything. Before the Congress began, I made an oath. I intend to keep it.
Please, calm down, Miss Recoleta.
Like the Chucky show looks like it's genuinely good and funny. Like I saw a clip. It's in one of the later seasons. I don't know how many there are. No. Okay, so in the show, one of the kids is fighting with Chucky, and he's like, "Why the fuck are you so strong?" And he's like, "I have the strength of a grown man." Like, apparently that's just something Chucky has always had. He's just always had the strength of a grown-ass man. Or recently. But I remember there's a clip that I watched specifically from the show, where Chucky's like, "Dog, I ain't feeling so good." And it's like a generic-looking doctor, but he's a practicing voodoo doctor. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. She lets go of her grip as the reality of the situation dawns on her.
Sorry, Octavia, but please, you have to tell me how you learned about the Die of Babylon.
I will not watch actual Chucky movies, though. Actual Chucky movies, they creep me out. I have had, especially when Chucky got the stable design. Fuck that design. I fucking hated that design.
I must know. Only my pen pal and I should have any knowledge about this die.
I heard about it from the physician. He described it as a symbol of collective consciousness that we could harness to maintain immaculate order in the Panopticon.
I'm pretty sure they're on stitches. I'm pretty sure he's just stapled. Chucky. And like that's the one that got really popular, and you would see them in like Mexican markets everywhere. That's the one that got really popular.
The Comala Congress was coined, iterated, and perfected by the physician based on this concept.
The physician again. Everything eventually leads back to him. Just as we suspected.
I see.
What if that design were an industry planned idea and it just worked? Also, Orca, have you ever found an industry plant in the wild? Like you found them before like they started to get super popular? Because I feel like I found 2 accounts. I found 2 of them. One of them I remember jack shit about. I just looked at the account and I looked at its socials and was like, this was all posted like 4 days ago and it has like 50,000 followers already. One of them has like animations of a pink like lab coat scientist rat with a ghost cat. That's the other one I see. It kind of fell off already, as far as I'm aware. Recoleta casts her eyes over this silent jaguar who has remained wordless from beginning to end, watching it all unfold.
Jailer, we have to meet with the physician in person. Now.
Listen, it's just funny when I find failed.
Dr. Merlin is too busy at the moment.
Probably. It's just funny when I find what? It's a jaguar. It's just funny when I see failed industry plans out in the wild.
I couldn't possibly trouble him over a novel and a pen pal. They are just fantasies.
Couldn't you
What do
make
you mean,
an
what the hell?
exception? What if they're not just fantasies? What if they're tied to the very survival of this place? Miss Recoleta said the Panopticon could collapse because of the Die of Babylon.
No.
Are you seriously telling me you believe that nonsense?
It wasn't nonsense, nor are they fantasies. You saw with your own eyes how I won the die roll.
Listen. I myself don't understand why the jailer's a jaguar. I really don't understand where that came from.
It was just a coincidence.
What do you mean? I never left. The jailer's words are at odds with the subtle motions of her eyes and face. The Foundation's investigator sees on a prime opportunity to apply pressure.
What if we present you with stronger evidence to prove it's more than just a coincidence?
No.
If everything in the Panopticon proceeds according to Miss Recoleta's novel as she says, she should be able to predict what happens next, including the roll results of the absolutely random die.
No. I'm blaming you, Orca. Even though I'm pretty sure you didn't vote for Corpse Party. I'm blaming you because you're gonna be the reason I'm playing Corpse Party whenever I get caught up with the story for this game, which is probably never.
That's right. The Die of Babylon isn't random at all. It's nothing but a supercilious fraud veiled under the guise of fate, and an actor of the inescapable loop of history. And not one of you is paying attention to me whatsoever. Ugh, to hell with this era of ignoring unknown writers.
I think it was Resident Evil is what you voted for, because I only had like 3 votes. And I think I saw when you voted specifically, because you liked it, and then I saw a voting result.
Miss Recoleta, please make your prediction for the next inmate's die roll. This way, you can prove to Miss Jailer the irrefutable connection between Kamala and your novel, The Rise and Fall of Sanity.
You finally remembered its name! Oh, what sweet balm to my spirit!
Because I don't remember who it was, but they were like, man, it would be cool to watch you play Corpse Party. And I was like, yeah, it's something I've been thinking about once I get my PSP like properly set up. And they're like, why don't you just play it on PC? And then I said, well, because I know that the PC ports are absolute fucking ass. And then they told me that there's basically just an HD port version of the PSP version, which is the one that has a good sprite models. And I saw it as like, damn.
Miss Octavia, please continue the Congress and let the next inmate perform their role. Then Miss Recoleta's statement will be proven true.
I mean, it is a game I've played before, so hopefully it won't be so bad. And it also is like mostly a visual novel.
I appreciate the reminder. No matter the interruption, the Comala Congress must go on. Though not for Miss Recoleta's sake, of course. Next inmate, please.
Following the die suggested order, the next prisoner steps forward to roll.
Hello, inmate Garcia. You know what to do.
Of course.
La sexta cara. Un pilar roto. El flujo de la fortuna y la calamidad. So the result of the next roll will be a 6.
Her prophetic precision plunges the Hall of New Encounters into breathless silence.
As fate reveals, the number is 6.
Oh, this is for all kills.
Just as Miss Recoleta predicted.
That could still be a coincidence. Do it again.
Do it again.
I'm gonna have to send you to the Columbo dimension.
Yeah,
La
Columbo.
13ª cara. Una cadencia desconcertante, sin un verdadero principio ni fin. La cuarta cara. Un hombre que se ahogaba. Y solo dijo a sus cosas, pero nada de seguridad. Solo para descubrir que había confundido un espejo con la superficie del agua. La 17ª cara. Cojeaba hacia el distante oasis, solo para que la débil humedad. La sexta cara. Otro pilar roto con grietas idénticas a la última. Confirmó la hipótesis de la investigadora de paracausalidad. Este lugar solía
If they
ser
just
un
thought Columbo was
edificio
part of the
circular.
game, I don't think anyone would. I
that
think I'm
enough?
safe from that.
I've almost finished the entire chapter.
It's not possible.
One coincidence after another begins to stir into an uproar. No, they're just rolling a dice to decide what the roll is gonna be for like the month or something. I don't know for how long, and how many good drugs they get. And the character is like, okay, the die that you guys are rolling is like almost an exact representation of the die in the novel that I'm writing. So to prove to the jailer that there is a correlation between Recoleta's novel that she has written and what is going on with the prison, Recoleta is making these predictions of what the die are going to be, well, the die rolls are going to be, and she's being correct about them. Because they need to see who the physician is, because since the physician is the one that put the like rule of the die and the other rules in the prison into place, they could be related to the person that Recoleta is looking for, which is her pen pal named Aleph, and they could also be related to the person that Verdun, the main character, is looking for, which is a writer that is in this jail. I'm not entirely sure why. Like the group that this writer is with, Manus Vindicte, from my understanding, might be pulling the strings on what is going on with this jail. Man, I don't fucking understand either. I like the writing, but the writing is also kind of hard to keep track of.
Who are you?
I'm sorry if this comes as a shock to you, but I did warn you, Octavia.
I don't have any characters with guns.
Now it's proven. The Die of Babylon is anything but the so-called randomness of fate.
What do you mean she kind of eats? Who's eating? Who slays Orca? Also, all these characters that we've been talking to, they are arcanus, so they do know magical abilities. They like each arcanus has like a specific type of discipline that they have. I don't know what Recoleta's is. Also, yeah, Recoleta's a damn baddie. Yes, she does know magic. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know it's related to her writing. I don't know what it is though.
Have you been sent here by some god? Or are you a hobby prophet? Have you brought this knowledge to save us? or to shatter our beliefs. Our world.
The question destined never to need an answer. She lets her eyes fall into the cover box and onto the 20-sided die. The ridiculousness of its nature becomes starkly visible.
What is this thing in my hand? What are we? What is this prison?
I don't know if it's some kind of sorcery or arcane skill, but it's unfathomable. I'll take you to the physician. Not because of your earlier request, but because the situation has escalated beyond my means. The overseer of the Panopticon will decide how to handle your situation.
To be honest, Miss Recoleta, I wasn't sure you'd be able to correctly predict everything.
Timekeeper, are you saying that you risked everything on a hunch?
It worked, didn't it?
Come with me. Dr. Merlin's office is in the central tower.
For her part, the now vindicated rider falls at the end of the line, letting her mind race like a bullet train. Speaking of bullet train, there's an upcoming character, her whole gimmick is trains. She's cool, and she looks like a bride.
Solo la muerte puede cerrar el ciclo de la historia. Y carcelero, eres el empleado del banco, ¿verdad?
No, maybe. I think she's just a genuine actual train conductor with PTSD.
Entonces, al final, también sufrirás un colapso como el empleado del banco, cuando se da cuenta de que él y el pescador de dunas son la misma persona.
If all of this is tied to the rise and fall of sanity, then, as its creator, I will get to the bottom of this.
Okay, what the fuck has Erd been up to? The boundary shatters and an astrologer glimpses an unspeakable truth. After that, I attended several more literary salons and wrote things I had never dared write before. Miss Octavia, however, never made an appearance. I didn't see her for quite some time. That was until I followed some prisoners to a large hall and heard her voice among a group of unfamiliar inmates. She noticed me and greeted me warmly. She told me she had been working on some new initiatives. She told me of her hopes to gather more support to improve conditions in the prison and initiate a spiritual shift towards realism and resistance. Am I Doris? No. Doris is a writer that we're looking that the main character is looking for. Because Doris was in fucking Sao Paulo working as a physician. She got kidnapped by Zeno, who was like a military corporation that worked with the foundation that Verdun works for, that decided to like, it's also very complicated. Yes. So Zeno decided to turn traitor because they were tired of being put in this war where they were going to continuously be wiped out because of the storm, which is this mythical thing that is going on like throughout the story, the context of the story, which is a storm that literally wipes out time. So they kidnapped Doris, she's with Zeno, and then she got put into this jail as a placeholder? Question mark? Look, dude, I don't fucking understand. Like, this game has like very perfect moments it can get to, and then it just feels like it fucking drops the ball so damn hard. So in the last chapter, humans cannot survive the storm. There is no way whatsoever that a human, unless they have a specific item or they are in a specific location that can protect them from the storm, humans cannot survive the storm. They will always be taken by the storm. Previously, they thought that humans were just getting killed by the storms. Humans are and Arcanists that were caught in it. there was a character in the last chapter who looked a lot like a character. And by the way, this is in 1990, the current year this is the year that we're in. There was a character that was taken in the storm of 1929, which the main character was there for. I don't understand how that worked, to be quite honest. The character was taken by the storm, and then in 1990, the characters find a picture of a guy that looks like almost exactly like a 1-for-1 copy of this character that they knew that was taken by the storm in 1929. So they look for this character, and then a whole bunch of shit happens. At the end of the chapter, they start to, well, the leader of Xeno himself states to Erd, because we know Erd has been taken by the storm, because we've seen Erd multiple different times, and she was even in the chapter previously. The leader of Xeno was like, no matter which reincarnation you are, I will always have the utmost respect for you, like something along those lines. And then Verdun in her own fucking shit is like, what if the storm doesn't kill these people, but instead like washes them up in a different time, like part in reality? Basically, just the storm reincarnates these people. And it has that fucking revelation without it going absolutely fucking nowhere. Duncan and Sotheby did not have a heart-to-heart moment like they should have had. They could have been. I am genuinely upset about that. I wish that there was more payoff between Duncan and Sotheby, because I love that relationship. I love how happy Sotheby was to see Duncan, thinking that was Mr. Carson. I want Duncan to be like, okay, so this was a past reality of me. This was a past version of me that knew you. Let me just get to know you all over again. Like 51st Days kind of shit. God, I did not like that movie. I don't like Adam Sandler. I don't like Adam Sandler movies. But it comes up so often. Before all eyes, the host of the assembly, the idealist, steps up to the podium. I've never even watched Happy Gilmore 1. Also, this is the guy who got shot. By the randomness, Erd chapters are in the past by like a week. I don't know for sure. By the randomness of fate, we have gathered here to participate in the Kamala Congress. Before the eyes of destiny, historians and astrologers alike, I now declare a new rule amendment. A duel before a crowd of eager eyes, the winner awarded 10 pounds of gold and the loser left with 10 flies to descend upon them. Before the Kamala Congress convenes, we shall assign 2 members of La Sociedad this noble mission. A duel decreed by fate. Doris hears the faint click of a small object rattling in a box. Jose, Julio, please step forward and draw the sharpest blade of your literary thought. According to the rules, I will preside over this duel with fairness and impartiality. Now prepare yourselves. The absurd, fictional, metaphysical duel ends with within a fraction of a second. The victorious prisoner receives 10 shining gold pills, while the loser collapses to the floor. The crowd erupts into chaos, Octavia's cries rising above the noise. What's going on? Mr. Julio, he's having another seizure. Miss Erd, please, Julio needs your help. Octavia, you know this is all part of the randomness of fate. What do you mean it's ugly? She's blind. Are you making fun of the blind orca? The randomness of fate? Yes. She doesn't argue back as she usually would. Instead, she stands frozen in place as if stunned. What's the matter, Miss Octavia? This is an emergency. I require your assistance. You don't know that? Are you blind? Answer me, Octavia. Why are you trying to change Julio's fate? Because no one should die like this. I don't want him to die. Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him. Her voice cracks, leaving only the sound of her stifled sobs lingering in the air. What's wrong, Miss Octavia? How's his condition now? Miss Octavia? She remains silent. After a long pause, she casts a heavy stone into the bottomless water. Miss Erd, Mr. Julio was gone. He left us the moment the duel was over. How could that be? Seizures can potentially lead to irreversible brain damage, but how could it happen so fast? A precious life, gone so quickly, swept away by something so senseless, lost in a nonsensical duel. What exactly is this so-called Congress? Some kind of punitive system unique to Kamala prison? How can someone's life be decided by something so absurd? Are we simply meant to surrender to fate so twisted, no matter how absurd it is? Is it so irrefutable? This isn't the fate I seek. It's a distortion of it. It's my fault for not finding a better way. I used to think Mr. Julio didn't care about anything but his own novels. I never imagined my ideals would mean anything to him. But he was the first person in La Sociedad to support me. But that really was an irreversible fate. A fate granted to Mr. Julio by the Die of Babylon. The Die of Babylon? Her question is left unanswered. The host of the salon goes on. Julio has stepped off the endless staircase and reached the silent water. He has become a calm water, dissolved into his own pond. Let us offer our blessings, our silence, our farewell to this martyr of fate. And let us imagine that Julio's literary career was a happy one. The hall remains deathly silent. No applause, no response. A life was taken. That's all you have to say? You really don't care whether we live or die, do you, idealists? And all of you, don't any of you have anything to say? Or are you all just standing there? If we hadn't kept rejecting the physician's treatment, maybe Mr. Julio wouldn't have... Rejecting? How ridiculous. You have no idea what the demon in human skin is capable of. I'll reach into your mind and mold it like clay, reshaping it until it becomes your prison. In the realm of fiction, fate, unreality, the dissolution of the ego is inevitable and irreversible. Therefore, we must not resist the ending dealt to us by the Die of Babylon. Do you even know what you're talking about? I've never truly understand you, idealist. I fuck with his design. His design is actually good. I will find a better way. I must rewrite this tragic tale. If you disagree, then leave La Sociedad. I will not have our great poem disrupted by an offbeat syllable. Besides, your tedious talk of social responsibility should have been purged long ago. Modern Latin America belongs to visceral realism, and you're too ignorant to even attempt to seek it out. What a ridiculous, laughable man you are. Yes, I see it clearly now. It's your tyranny that has driven everyone to ruin. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not leaving. I will establish a new literary movement right here in Kamala, right here in La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. We will use our literary to rescue the inmates who suffer all around us. I've had enough of your condescending, stone-hearted ego and your pompous sophistry. You only bring misfortune upon us with this constant rambling about that visceral realism. I hope I never see you again. Miss Erd, we have to get you out of here. Another second around, this maniac might have doomed us all. Only the physician, the true overseer of this prison, can save us from this situation. Please join the society, Miss Doris. Help us build a renewed Sociedad de Poetas together. I've already spoken with the jailer. As long as we follow the rules and help them manage Kamala, we'll be free to discuss literature. Forgive me, Miss Octavia. While I truly appreciate your kind offer, I'm afraid my conversation with the physician must remain private. Why? Please answer me this question first. From what you've seen, you'd say this prison is circular in shape, yes? Yes, it is. Then tell me. At the center of the structure, is there a watchtower? What? Impossible! You guessed it exactly. And our destination is somewhere inside that watchtower. How did you know? I've had such a lovely time here, so much that I almost forgot what I came for. Which is precisely why I must put an end to this cruel farce masquerading as fate. Do you intend to rebel against the watchtower's gaze? Just like the idealists? You misunderstand me, Miss Octavia. That inescapable gaze and the permanent theme of fate. To get closer to the truth I seek, I have no choice but to meet the administrator that young lady spoke of. You've decided to save the people here with your own hands, in your own way, and so have I. There are things I must face alone. Though she is well used to death, the pain in Julio's passing still lingers in her heart, causing her to say these words that don't quite feel like herself. I see. Lend me your palm. I'll draw you the way to his office. Good luck to you, and to all of us. Farewell, Miss Octavia. I truly hope all well goes for you in the days ahead. As Octavia retreats, slowly fading into the distance, she quietly adds, and in your journey finding answers about fate too. Little baby. Oh, I freaked out. I freaked out Molly. Don't raise your ass in the air and wave it like you just don't care. What disrupted this error? What unraveled time? The shadow lurking in the ruins. Answers. Madness. Why do you have so many? Why do you have so many cats, Orca? Why don't I have those cats? An otherwise tidy room is covered in fine scratches and small, unidentifiable stains. The smell of disinfectant lingers in the air, mixed with mildew.
Wait here a moment. I'll report the situation and your request to Dr. Merlin. However, since he's always busy, I can't guarantee he'll agree to meet you. But I'll do my best to persuade him.
I don't like getting gifted subs to random ass people that I just legitimately never watch. It's so awkward to me. I've legitimately had moments like that, and it's just like, cancel. Like I've legitimately done that sometimes. The Jaguar's figure slinks out through the inner door.
Now's our chance, Sonetto.
Our chance?
I know. I'm legitimately wasting those people's money.
It's unlikely that the jailer will let us search the central tower, even in this situation. We should take the initiative and look for clues while she's away.
I see, Timekeeper. I will...
Sonetto swiftly conducts a thoroughly unauthorized search.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Recoleta. Without your precise predictions, we wouldn't be standing here now. I haven't yet grasped the connection between the die, your novel, and what's happening in this place. But, by process of elimination, it's almost certain that your pen pal, Aleph, is right behind this door.
Sometimes I envy your decisiveness, Vertin. I'm sure many people have praised this special talent of yours.
I want Druvis to praise me. She's the only one I care about. Well, there's Nautica now too.
Are you alright? You don't seem as excited as when we first entered Kamala.
Recoleta holds her gaze on the tightly shut door, uncertain whether she hopes it will open now or ever again.
The all-seeing sentinel of the Panopticon, veiled within the central tower. If it truly is Aleph, I don't know how to face such terrifying and increasingly plausible reality.
I cannot get my mic to be in a spot I'm comfortable with. Like, I keep seeing it in my peripheral vision, and it keeps, like, I don't know why, but seeing it in my peripheral vision makes me want to throw up. I think it's because it's making me, I'm getting double sight about it. Yeah, I have a mic arm. I have to readjust it. Maybe I'll do that right now. Maybe I'll do that right now. I can try and put it back to where it was before. The only reason I ever even originally moved it was because that's when my mic was disconnecting a lot and I used to be having a lot more issues. I'm probably gonna start having issues when I move it back to where it is. But I can just try, because I was using another cord and that one seemed to be working. So if I'm having issues again, I'll just try and use that cord again. Yeah, I'm moving it right now. I just don't have a good spot for it. That's like the main thing. Because this desk is fucking ass. Oh shit. Okay, so my clamp fell off. So I'm just holding the mic arm right now. Un momento. No, I didn't break it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's just gonna be awkward for a little bit. Until I can get that other cord back. Because with this current cord, it's just way too long. Oh yeah, this is already a lot better. Actually, no, not really. It's still kind of the same thing. A big part of it is I don't know how low I can go before my mic's like, oh, I'm not gonna pick this shit up. I don't want to have to talk louder though. I ain't that kind of guy. I ain't a loudmouth, you know. I ain't a big mouth. I don't want to slouch. I do not want to slouch. Fuck you. Your ass is slouching because you ain't got one. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? I say you don't have an ass. How are you gonna respond to that, huh? No ass? No ass, head ass? Anyways. I don't. It is not the opposite. Such a terrifying and increasingly possible reality.
Sorry to interrupt, but Timekeeper, I think you'll want to see these.
Signed Erd. This is a letter from Dr. Dorez.
The delicate signature matches the one in the manuscript folder.
Her handwriting. It's as beautiful as I'd imagined. Who is it addressed to? Dear Mr. Aleph. Aleph?
God, I'm just messing around with this mic arm like a dumbass. Alright, whatever. I'm never okay, dude. You should know this by now.
Looks like Doras and Aleph are acquaintances. Or at least, they've had some correspondence.
I'm a shell of my former self. I'm a lost cause. You know why? Because I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again.
Dear Mr. Aleph, my apologies if this reaches you at an inconvenient time. I am Doras, pen name Erd, an ordinary inmate of the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Panopticon of Kamala. I write seeking your guidance, if you wouldn't mind offering it to me.
Shut the actual hell up. You slack-jawed, molasses-eating marmalade.
I heard from the physician, Dr. Merlin, that
you have the answer to every question. A statement which has been echoed by the Idealist and the other inmates. I have something I wish to ask you. What exactly is your role at the prison? Chief Warden? A secret backer? An observer who dominates the prison? Are you truly the supreme ruler of the Panopticon of Kamala?
They tear open the next letter, eager to read on.
Dear Erd, I do indeed have answers for every question, including yours. I'm afraid every one of your speculations is off the mark. I am merely an inmate who chose to imprison himself here. And allow me to point out that your identity isn't as ordinary as you claim. Why is it that you, my fellow inmate and guest of Manus Vindictae, are so interested in Kamala?
Dr. Doras, a guest of Manus Vindictae.
Muffled shattering of glass interrupts the reading.
It came from inside the room. Do you think they're okay?
The jailer and the physician! What happened?
The door defies any attempt at answer, sealing all the events from view.
I'm not sure, but it could be bad. Come on, let's go in and see if they're all right.
The unlocked door leads to another room, more decrepit and impressive than the last. A cold operating table lies in the center, surrounded by scattered bottles and medical instruments.
It seems we've stumbled upon the physician's...
The physician's office. I should have known. But is this an operating room? As if this prison wasn't bizarre enough already.
Inside the narrow operating room, the Jaguar reacts badly to their intrusion.
Didn't I tell you to wait outside? What do you think you're doing barging in like this?
We were just worried about your safety, jailer.
Enough. Get out of...
Quiet. The reptilian complex governs all our fundamental functions. Our heartbeat, breathing, fight or flight responses, and our territory and hierarchy awareness. Our primitive ancestors, like reptiles and birds, followed such instincts to survive. Through millions of years of evolution, we developed the limbic system. This processes emotions and forms memories. It allows us to feel fear, sadness, anger, joy. Our behaviors are given meaning. Now it's the neocortex that makes up more than 2/3 of our total brain volume. Language, perception, logical reasoning, abstract thought. This is what forms the complexity of human nature. We read, create, perceive. We try to understand both the world and ourselves. We are forever setting goals, one after another. And all this, these multitudes, happens within the confines of the skull, in the tight folds of the crowded cerebral cortex.
Is he performing surgery?
Such a delicate and elaborate organ. Were it unable to forget, what would come of it? Can this space, no larger than the palm of my hand, truly accommodate dozens of people at once?
Alas, the physician sets on his operating scissors and needles, signaling the end of the surgery. Yet at the same time, the old machine issues an alarm, signaling that his patient's vital signs are wavering.
What's happened to the patient? It looks like he's dying.
Her anxiety rises as the question goes unanswered. On the screen, the last wife forms disappear, leaving only a constant flat tone.
¿Fracasó la cirugía?
Nonsense. The surgery was a tremendous success. I have erased his debilitating hysteria and restored order to the Panopticon. What are you trying to achieve by barging in here?
The man behind the operating table stares at the uninvited guests expectantly, but does not give them a chance to respond.
Forget it. The next operation requires my attention. Jayla, show them out. Bring me the next patient in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, Miss Burton. I'm afraid you have to leave now.
Recoleta steps forward, blocking the path. There is a hint of pleading in her voice.
Please, just let us speak with you. It'll only take a moment. I have something very important I need to ask.
Her question is not given time to take shape.
Important. Nothing is of greater importance than my experiments in the Panopticon, outsiders. To ensure they continue, the stability of time and schedule is absolutely paramount.
Experiments in the Panopticon? So you really are the controller of the prison, then?
Controller? What an outdated notion. Superficial, really. The Panopticon has no need for such power, regardless of who occupies the central tower, or even if no one's there at all. Every inmate is both the observer and the observed, both wielders and subjects of power. Achieving such a state requires no physical or violent measures. The structure of the Panopticon itself is the mechanism which sustains it. Kamala is simply a manifestation of this model. Once I confirm its feasibility and adaptability, this model can be applied to any functional setting with only minor modifications. So far, it has proven to be far superior to any current system of governance in our world. Transcendental, even. Curse it. Why am I wasting time explaining this to you? Time is running out.
The investigator keenly senses the key within his words.
Dr. Merlin, you keep mentioning time. What exactly do you mean by that?
Really? You need to ask? Even those oily-headed lunatics know it. The end of this era is imminent, is it not?
Ooh, storm coming. Indeed, the world was so close to being spoken.
You know about the storm?
That's what you call it, is it? A storm that washes everything away? You employees of the St. Pavlov Foundation should know better than I. Soon, this era and everything in it will cease to exist. I must prove the feasibility of the Panopticon model before this place is turned to ruins, or something even more unrecognizable.
A storm that washes everything away? Burton, what on earth are you two talking about?
The conversation extends beyond even the most imaginative creations of the aspiring writer.
No one can predict the era to which we will be reversed. I have seen the eras change time and time again. The transformation of this place, over and over. But no matter which era each of these 9 storms, as you call them, has taken us back to, Cordeismo continues to plague this land. Dependency theorists, martyred revolutionists. I've seen them all. You, young writer, are no different from those intellectuals who were swept away in the rain. There is no romance in this era, only the repeated cycles of madness and brutality. An endless, meaningless struggle. Only in this forgotten corner can we momentarily escape the plundering of the Marauders and the chaos they unleash. Although it won't be long before this place is looted by those oily-headed lunatics. Just as it has countless times before, on this land as rich as silver.
He mutters to himself.
But there is still hope. Even in a wasteland, we may still be saved. As long as I uncover the path to transcendentality, I will find the ultimate answer. Ugh, I've already wasted far too much time on you. Leave, now.
The physician turns away, beginning preparations for the next surgery, organizing his worn-out instruments.
You heard him. Please don't press things any further.
All right, Senor, I get it. Obviously, you don't want to discuss my novel with me anymore, so I won't insist upon it. All the letters we wrote to one another, all those inspiring revisions and suggestions, I guess they meant nothing to you.
Her voice wavers, rejections, closed doors, harsh critics. This proves more devastating than all of them together.
But there's still something I must tell you. Jailer, could you please allow us a private conversation with the No. With Aleph.
Hearing this, the physician stops.
Leave us, Jailer. I'll spare these outsiders 5 minutes.
The Jaguar turns to leave, her face revealing an uncharacteristic sorrow as she lingers on the girls one last time. This time, she offers no words. I don't know, dude. I don't know. When he pulls out the ice pick, don't be afraid. Panic is proof that you're still lucid, for now. By 1935, Professor Antonio from Portugal became intrigued by a medical study documenting how gorillas became docile after the removal of their frontal lobes. Inspired by this, he successfully performed the world's first human frontal lobotomy, known as leucotomy. The surgery was remarkably successful, paving the way for significant breakthroughs in research. In 1949, Professor Antonio was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his work. Through continuous practice and refinement, he and others eventually improved and perfected the procedure, even developing a specialized leucotomy. However, the surgical technique required a high level of expertise, and as a result, it was never widely adopted. In 1945, American Dr. Walter Freeman modified the procedure, which became infamously known as the ice pick lobotomy. The technique involved rendering patients unconscious with electric shock or anesthesia, and then hammering a steel pick, roughly the thickness of a chopstick, through the upper part of the eye socket into the brain. The pick was then manually rotated to destroy the frontal lobe. In 1950, following strong recommendation from psychiatric pathologist Valery Gavanovsky, the Soviet government became the first to announce a complete ban on frontal lobotomies. Over the next 2 decades, most countries, including the United States, followed suit and passed laws prohibiting the procedure. Yay, lobotomies, yay. Ah. You'd get one? You want to be domesticated, docile like a gorilla? Only the steady beeping of a heart monitor keeps the eerie silence at bay.
Dr. Merlin, or should I say Aleph, I don't know why you're using my novel to manipulate the Panopticon, but you need to know that it won't serve your purpose, whether in fiction or reality. You claim that the inmates are both the observer and the observed,
and both wielders and subjects of power. How could you be so blind as to not see the true state of the Panopticon? The inmates haven't achieved any perfect order. No, they've devolved into pitiful caricatures of themselves, performers in some endless pantomime to be watched from the central tower. Even their medication has become a prop to demonstrate the so-called randomness of fate in the theater that is the Panopticon. This farce hasn't made the Panopticon a better place. No, it has warped it into a twisted theater of cruelty, where the sick are denied treatment and left to quietly perish in the dark corners of its halls. And literature has died alongside them. This prison is a monster, born under the gaze of this all-seeing power. Aleph, is this truly the ultimate answer you've been searching for?
The physician suddenly seemed startled, stepping back and accidentally knocking over his tools.
What? Are you suggesting that this is the answer I've reached? That my experiment has been a failure all along, and I've been too blind to see it? No. Impossible. Foucault's theory is flawless.
Having his life's work denied is something he cannot tolerate. The man searches the tabletop with feigned composure, but in doing so, he unintentionally sweeps all the surgical tools on the floor.
I have removed every obstacle to the running of this prison. It is pure, sacrosanct. I have constantly re-evaluated the system, adjusting my instructions to my subordinates to ensure the most efficient maintenance of the established order. And now, you stand here and tell me that everything I've done has been meaningless from the very beginning? That the power model I have implemented has already been replaced by an alternative? No, outsiders. The perfect order of the Panopticon shall not be disrupted. I will not be swayed by your lies. This facility is superior to all others. Nothing here escapes my notice.
At last, in a barely noticeable corner, he finds the 20-sided die wreathed in a black mist.
That said, it isn't easy to work a miracle, as we all know. I shall personally verify it, all myself.
All his emotions dissolve as he grips the die. The narrow operating room shakes as if responding to him, emitting a distorted screech.
What's happening?
Visitors from another era. You have come here with plagued ideologies in an attempt to break the subtle balance of the Panopticon. But did you not notice the tiles beneath your feet? The cracks and water stains on the walls, constantly changing right before your eyes. This room, the previous room, every room, you have blindly wandered through them, seeing them as nothing more than the building blocks of a monotonous labyrinth. But this place was not born from the chaotic imaginings of a madman. No. Every inch has been crafted through the meticulous harnessing of order and power. Every wisp of spider silk drifting in the wind. Every speck of rust on the gallery rail. Every detail of the Panopticon has been built by my own hands. With this ever-shifting die, concepts may be transformed into reality, and ideals into substance. I observe the movement of every entity, the passage of every second. The moment you entered this realm, you too became subjects of my experiment.
Wow. Let's fucking go.
Let us have a fair fight.
Art is fucking great. No clue what is happening though.
This is all getting out of hand.
Impossible! All is under the Dai's control. What may appear to be chaos is nothing more than a temporary deviation.
That was certainly a choice.
Taking a peek inside, sensing their thoughts.
Die.
Our blood will burn.
Oh, okay, you did. Thanks.
It's special, precise, perfect.
It is far from perfect. You know that as well as I.
Yes, there's combat.
Why else would we be conducting this experiment?
Yes, it's the same game.
Battles
It's
have little
fucking
meaning,
gotcha now.
save for the prizes to be won.
It hasn't been 2 hours yet.
This happened when the Idealist was attacked too.
To think we've been trapped in a prison fabricated by a Dai all this time. Did the physician really build all this with such a small, simple object?
The distortion is getting worse. Prepare yourselves to fight or flee.
The situation begins to spiral out of control. Now everything in the room screeches and twists until they become a mess of meaningless black and white lines.
Please, Dr. Merlin, stop this.
No. You're asking for the impossible. Power model of the Panopticon is destined to permeate all of society. Such insignificant interferences could never plunge it into chaos.
But it already has, Merlin. You failed.
I have not failed, as long as I keep the prison running.
The physician fiddles with the die, muttering baffling and incoherent words to himself.
It isn't your power model running the prison. It's the Dai. It's simply a form of magic, unrelated to the microphysics of power you seek. It provides no aid in your experimentation with power. It's a false hope. A castle in the sky given to you by the military junta and Manus Vindictae.
Manus Vindictae? So you really are working with them. What exactly do you intend to do?
And I've also failed. I've ended up a pathetic fool, lost in the chaos of reality. Just like the idealist chasing visceral realism, Paracelsus seeking the fountain of youth, and Zahir obsessing over the one-sided coin. When did it all start falling apart, Aleph? When the doorknob loosened? When the prisoner's wounds started to fester? Or when the daily disinfectant concentration reached 28 milligrams? Or the crack in the second gray brick on the wall expanded to 6 millimeters? Or was it when Warden Tartuffe left Ushuaia with news of the Foucault Association's dissolution? This place should have been the ideal ground for psychoanalytic practice. Why did they halt all research, all discussion? We've been abandoned, haven't we? By eras old and new. You designed and have maintained everything in Kamala, right down to the smallest detail. But it is these details that trap you.
Even.
And as the bars close around you, you are losing your name, Merlin. And you're becoming a physician, a man forever imprisoned within these walls. I don't understand. All these false eras are like a dreadful novel with no conclusion.
Shut the fuck up.
Trying to find answers within such things is, in itself, a mistake. Much like them, you are destined never to attain transcendentality.
Memphis is a horror real life every day. Nah, I can't handle a video game.
Tell me, Olive, does the ultimate answer even exist?
The die becomes too heavy for him to hold any longer. It drops to the floor. The distortions and tremors of the prison finally subside, as if the pulse of a massive heart had stopped for an instant. Amid the swirling dust, the girls help each other stand, but fail to notice the truth revealing itself before them.
Timekeeper, are you alright?
Yes. And you? And Miss Recoleta? Are you okay? Miss Recoleta?
The smoke clears, but no one responds. The named girl simply stares in shock at the figure before her.
You're...
The word utopia derives from Greek. It means no place. People cannot understand the structure of the labyrinth, yet they continue to follow its paths. They cannot comprehend the mechanics of fate, yet they believe in its jurisdiction. As if, by doing so, everything will naturally fall into place. And now, the polar night approaches. How good it is to see you, pen pal.
Why is he got drip? Why is he drippy? Why are you drippy, Orko? Does the Foundation ever actually require employees to clock in? Have you ever heard of a called Sonetto? Yes, he's a renowned French philosopher and social theorist. I read books about his theories at the SPDM. So those are precisely the kinds of books they'd never confiscate. Sorry, I don't understand. Never mind that. Could you explain what you read in detail? Alright. Foucault argued that madness isn't a natural phenomenon, but rather a cultural construct. In earlier times, punishment was a public spectacle, a display of power for the rulers. Nowadays, things are different. After the Enlightenment, punishment becomes a form of public education, intended primarily to deter crime. That's true. The phrase public execution has all but disappeared from everyday language. Discipline and punishment, by that logic, the SPDM aligns closely with Foucault's ideals. But Deleuze believed that another model of power had replaced disciplinary power, the power of administration, a highly efficient yet indifferent system of management. The system holds control over the environment, and under such circumstances, the individual's inner self ceases to matter. Timekeeper, is this discussion because of what the physician said? That's right. Initially, I just wanted to hear your perspective on this. Now, I'm starting to see how this model reduces people to little more than animals. Right, Timekeeper. Between two mirrors hangs a single object. One face, two faces, cascading into the infinite. Man.
Where did the physician go? Wait. Sir? Are you?
No one notices when the unfamiliar prisoner appears. He seems calm and almost ordinary, like an unchanging mirror that has stood here all along, in this room, in this labyrinth, passed unseen by everyone. The answer she now sees plainly makes her step back in panic. But in the end, she says the name out loud. Its sound is heavy, cold, and leaves her at a loss.
Olaf, it's you. My pen pal. You are, in fact, in Comala. All those letters. All the ideas we shared. They weren't just my imagination or some prank. Vertin, Sonetto, it's all just as I told you. They weren't meaningless.
They're all real.
Yet why does she feel no joy?
So, sir, are you Aleph, the ruler of this prison? Are you the one controlling the Panopticon with the die? The one hiding Miss Dores's whereabouts?
What curious inquiries. Quite different from the last 2,666 questions I've received. My guests, you may call me Aleph, or by any other name, be it a symbol of God's oneness or a farcical epithet. I am merely one of the many prisoners who voluntarily reside here, a single letter in the alphabet of the Panopticon.
A letter? The way you speak is quite different from Dr. Merlin. Still, I wonder what your relationship is with him.
Under the dim lighting, the man looks drained of all energy.
But allow me to make a guess. You're Dr. Merlin, aren't you?
I'm afraid that's not entirely accurate, but you may think of it that way. Merlin is a figment born of my mind, an incomplete reenactment. He is me, yes, but not entirely. He, or rather they, failed to find their answers. They fought against their predestined fates, only to be inevitably crushed under their weight. I simply stood by and watched it all unfold. That was the extent of our relationship.
They?
You've already met Merlin and the Idealist, even witnessed their demise. Shackled by the delusions of verses, the Idealist lost his own name. Merlin, too, imprisoned himself within the system of the Panopticon. I'm sure their desperate pursuits caused you some trouble.
Oh, is Fishy not working? What the hell? Why? Why aren't you working? How does this happen? Oh, I probably... No. What? No, I'm still connected. Let me just try and open and close it again.
Please forgive them. After all, your fleeting encounters led to the demise of them both.
I think I understand now. The Idealist and the Physician are both parts of you. Or, to put it another way, they're your alter egos.
Seems the jailer's diagnosis that the whole prison is mad has been shown to be more accurate than anyone could have imagined.
The Physician mentioned Manus Vindictae. What's the relationship between this prison and the Manus?
Visitors from the Foundation. We all witnessed those eras perish. In 1977, not long before the fourth storm, I arrived in Ushuaia. Shortly after, some members of the National Foucault Studies Association reached out to me.
It's going. They're not being jackasses about literature anymore currently. Our classes.
But it wasn't just them. An arcanist organization called Manus Vindictae also approached me. Each of them wanted answers. They named me their advisor.
You acted as an advisor to the Manus?
The two parties presented me with a concept and a parable, respectively.
A concept and a parable?
The Foucault Association sought to explore the feasibility of the Panopticon concept here, while Manus Vindictae showed me a parable of the past and future. Day and night, I wandered through endless texts, endless realities, as I searched for answers. And thus, Merlin was born. He was both an experiment and a price I paid. A new concept, a new direction. Pursuing such things always leaves me confined by the limitations of human knowledge. Merlin spent his entire life exploring Foucault's theories in pursuit of that singular yet infinite answer.
What about the Manus, Mr. Aleph? You didn't explain why you helped them.
Explain why? Because they asked me to, just as you have. I simply worked to answer their questions.
So you're saying that, to you, we are no different from Manus Vindictae? And if we ask, you'll answer us, without holding anything back?
Is that not precisely what is happening this very moment?
Yeah. Until the end of time.
This is what the Manus gave Merlin. A magical die named the Tear of Kamala.
Okay. I was looking at it, it's like, like you're not a first time chatter, but that name. Hey, what's up? I can just call you Eating. Hey, I can just call you Eating. Yeah, I don't. Truth or Dare session gone wrong. Hi, Joe. Your ass. I mean, how many people have called you out for that name?
It was once a gemstone that belonged to a god. At the beginning of the century, explorers plucked it from an ancient gate they discovered in Antarctica.
Oh, is this why I'm gonna go to an Antarctica? Well, aside from the Manus Vindictae shit, but also because there's like apparently relics that can change fucking reality, like this die that belonged to a god. Hello, god. All right, Joe, you get a nice. Well, eating Joe's ass, you get a nice all-American. Ooh woo.
To the explorer's amazement, the gemstone could turn human desires
what?
into reality.
And they gave that to you. They gave that to you. Manus Vindictae, they give that to you.
So they cut it into a die, a symbol of fate, and used it to build a sanatorium, which was later transformed into the panopticon you are standing in right now.
His words are direct, yet they still leave the outsiders perplexed.
Then, Aleph, you really are the mastermind behind the panopticon?
I know. I'm so happy with my Nautica. I'm so happy. Dude, I love Nautica's design so much. You don't understand. The silent girl grips her notebook. Her knuckles turn white from the pressure. No. Don't stare at my Nautica specifically. Don't. I'm proud of her, but I'm also ashamed of what I had to do for her. The draft of an unpublished novel with words that only she knows, the countless hours spent at her desk, the self-reflections, the meticulous questions, revisions, and scrutiny of every word. That book holds the life of its writer.
You said Merlin used the panopticon to seek his answer. Well, What does that have to do with my novel? I don't get it, Olive. Why would you use my novel to manipulate this place?
Oh, I don't have an Ezio. That was God. I don't remember their name, but that was someone else. No, I came back. Okay.
Garcia, Octavia, Pablo, the jailer, everyone. Not one of them deserved to be trapped in a deadly loop in which everyone's fate is already predestined.
I started playing again after Ezio. Because I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan. I'm not a huge one.
They're just like the ghosts in Amalfitano, inescapably trapped within the ruins. Tell me, what is it you really want?
Bitches. I want Hearing this, the lonely prisoner fidgets with the die, looking puzzled. What are you gonna eat Ezio's ass too? I don't know if you're trying to emphasize the ass.
It's not about what I want. It's about what you want.
Oh wait, hold up. Why are you putting this on me? Oh, hold up. You're gaslighting me.
The third line of your first letter.
Now hold on. You're gaslighting Recolata.
You said you wanted to give the rise and fall of sanity an ending.
Well, hold up. You actual piece of shit. Oh God. Yeah, I have no idea what Ezio's kit looks like. And honestly, I probably don't ever have to matter because he's probably going to be the closest thing we have to a true limited. What are the chances we ever get Assassin's Creed collab again? Like, realistically. Yeah,
You're setting off again, right?
And
you'd like me to travel with you?
Max Portrait Nautica. She herself is max everything. I'm pretty sure, yeah, her cube's max level. Like she's set up. She's set up. Dude, her animations are so good. How could I not? How could I not? And someone wise she's I need a level up her resonance.
So there must
But she's gonna get there. Oh God. Oh dude, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, dude. I look at it with MV2. And who did I U for? I'm getting there. I'm getting places.
Rises late during the polar night.
But I gotta get sleep. P1 is still good. Listen, I shouldn't be admitting it, but I threw a lot of money at this game for that Nautica. Like, be content with what you have.
The sun always rises late during the polar night. Sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Ezio's kit right now. I'm gonna look at his kit right now. Reverse. Also, I want them to put information about that new character. Yeah, I've heard and seen that he does do a lot of damage. Let's see, select one enemy target and cast Arrow of Faith or Edge of Faith 3 times, then cast Death Be Not Unkind. – 700% reality damage. 700%. I need to work on my Capernia. Cassandra, since it's counters to most of the hot damage. He has counters? Oh my god, he does. I'm just looking at his ultimate. The fact that he does, God, 3 hits of 100% damage that can do more on lower or higher HP. I don't know what assassination is. That has. His first skill, Work in the Dark. One target attack deals 400% reality damage as 1 assassination. Okay, assassination. For every points of critical technique the attacker has more than the target, the attack gains an additional final that I don't understand assassination. Cassandra. I don't remember a Cassandra. I gotta see who they are. What the fuck? Self counter. As you auto right and flex eyes caught. Draws the enemy's attention. Oh, so he even has like a taunt. Okay. Which is surprisingly rare for a lot of like counter units to have. Like Nautica does not have a taunt. He should. After an ally... It's like So this is... Yes, this is a gacha game. Counter stab. When being attacked, repulsed to deal 500% damage. Okay, what are his inherences? Replaces Moxie with synchronization. At the start of the round, if synchronization reaches 100%, cast ultimate immediately. He just casts it? When a basic incantation triggers assassination, synchronization 5%. When casting counter skill, synchronization. After defeating an enemy, synchronization. After being attacked while in the fighting experience status, gain damage taken. Okay. Deal critical damage 15%. Okay. After being attacked, if owner HP is below 30%, dispel all enemies' eyes caught and enter the Shadowstalk status for 1 round, up to 1 time per round. Who else has assassination? This is not a thing I've seen on anyone else. Shadowstalk. What is Shadowstalk? Critical damage plus 30%. Damage taken plus 40%. Damage taken reduction. Jesus. Okay, I can see how he's kind of nutty. Okay, Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra was the other unit you rolled for, right? She was the other gacha unit. And Alexios was the free one? I gotta check. Didn't they gave out portraits for Alexios for free? Didn't they? Where the hell do I have them in? I'm pretty sure they gave out portraits and I just didn't get any. Oh no, I got some. Okay. What, Kala? I don't know if she's good, but damn, she is bad.
It's always
no. I have a portrait.
Just the time I expect.
Okay. Hello, Molly. You love this Indian bat? Yeah, bro, holding my hand up for a high five. Yeah. That is not it. Insight 2 is... It covers more up. Covers more up. I like Centurion.
Oh,
She needs a new
Hefe,
skin.
Take a seat. Don't stand on ceremony.
Like, when I first found footage of this game, Centurion was the first one I saw gameplay of. Is like, I need to play for this character, and then I just never used her.
The sun always rises.
All right, I
late
gotta
during
end
the
stream. I gotta
polar
go to
night.
sleep.
Sometimes only for 4 or so hours. When dusk falls again, the sky.
Oh, Hefe, take a seat. Don't stand on ceremony.
Fuck, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The sun always
Listen,
rises
that's
late
by
during the
chance.
polar
That's by
night.
chance. It wasn't
Sometimes
intentional.
only
Oh
for 4
god,
or
my
so
other PNG. Okay,
hours.
this PNG doesn't really show
When
it.
dusk falls again,
Listen, by chance. It's not intended. It's not intended. I didn't copy big
stretches
blue
on
pooch.
and on over the town, past the mountains, and even beyond the glaciers.
You know what they need a buff? They need to buff the fire teams.
Just like that mystery.
I want
lingering
to
us
use
through
Spathadia.
generations.
God, he took a piss. Thank you for the follow. Okay, but yeah, I gotta go to sleep. Why does Argus have a euphoric already? Okay, I'm gonna see who I can raid real quick. Cause I got to sleep. Ooh, let me try raid channel. Let me do quick raid. Yeah, I gotta. Ooh, we'll just
because you're silent.
we'll just raid into
doesn't mean
Eloise.
Everything else is. If you lie down flat among the grass,
Bro,
really
did I try
press your
Critter
body
Crash?
against the earth and listen, you'll hear it.
Did I try Critter Crash? I'm a master, dude. I fucking grinded that shit. Okay, you know what? I have to. I can do one. I can do one Critter Crash round. Listen, Druva seems so hard to set up. I don't really. Groundhog? I'll do Wing Song, I guess. Yeah, I like modes like this. They're dumb. Oh, your ending run. I'm getting the dodo. I'm gonna lose this first round. What is Druvis again? Oh no! Damn it, I keep forgetting that. I'll try and go for neutral. Dude, I know, she's God. Druvis unlocks something in my monkey brain. I'll leave this. Oh, you bitch. Look at this. I don't even remember what you do. Oh, okay. Oh, what is your... Shit. Gain a random level 3. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I've just been wasting things then. I'll get one of you. And... I'll take that as a compliment. I'm very happy with how my PNG came out. It was done by Moiselle. Hang on, let me show them out real quick. She aside from this one, she has done all my PNGs. And I'm very happy that I finally got them all done by her. I'm not getting any neutral stuff. Don't spread lies. That is not the case. I am Wait, what is that? It's too small. Oh my god, it's so cute. Give me Ember. Yeah, whatever. Also you. Running over an interest. Put you here and Stas Horis? Yeah, I have my own version of something like that. It's so cute. I love it. Oh, no, I did preparation. Okay. I lost one. It's okay. I'm getting carried. I'm getting carried. Thank you, Lucius. I don't know how all Windsong layouts get so big. I'm keeping this for the time being, though. Probably right, though. Oh, what is buffing them actually? Oh, they probably have a thing that when one song is summoned. It probably would have helped if I actually look at one song's abilities. Okay. If more than 5 copies. At the end of the shopping phase, all your level 3 pieces. Oh. Oh, they just casually get bigger. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's how they get so big. Okay, I found the answer, I guess. Yes. Okay, purchase. Easier. Yeah, I'm just at this cell. I'm not gonna get as much value out of this one actually because it's each inhabitant. Maybe though. I mean, I can also just do this. Which is the ridiculous part. No, they died! No! It's fine, it's fine. I don't like how close this was. This fucking piece of shit in the background is just huge. I can put you up front, actually. No, let me feed you. Damn it. Okay, I can make my... do that. Oh shit. Oh, it was Orko. Okay, whatever. Dude. I will block this. No! No, I'm losing the big ones! No, not interested. No, not good.
Oh my god, it's corn.
Jesus. Why is that so loud? Oh, because I have the volume loud. No. To scare me? Okay, jackass. What are you? Valid force piece. Ooh. Oh, buddy. No, I'll lock this. It's such a contrast from the rest of the game. Tell me about it, dude. No! No! Oh my god. How do I stop the RNG? Holy shit. This Connie's gonna... Oh, okay, it's not that bad. No, actually, it's bad. I think I'm gonna lose this one. No! Keep losing my big boys. Yes, absolutely, I will take that. Don't do this to me. Come on, come on. Okay, okay. I don't know how to space this out. Oh no, I lost one of my biggest ones. No! How do people not lose all their stats? I might be dead. I might be dead. Holy shit! Oh shit. Please, can I survive one round? Switch you. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. How do people get big, massive gophers? No. Okay, let me, if I can get Regulus. Wait, who the fuck is Kakani? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna go to sleep now. With my head held high. Oh God. Okay, let's. I think Eloise is still streaming. Let's see if that's still the case. Ghana. Look. I'm even Alt F4. I'm even Alt F4ing the game. Yeah, we'll raid into Eloise. She is currently playing RuneScape, the game that I've never played myself. Okay, no one tell her I forgot how to say her name again. But until the next time I stream, you guys have a good day, have a good night, have a good what happens before you, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.